One more AI tool I wanted to show off. So this is kind of a follow-up to trying to use AI Studio as a game developer pair. Um, since I got Godot hooked up to Visual Studio Code, I can actually use some of the extensions there. And it's a good ecosystem. I normally use JetBrains, but they don't have this particular extension. So it's called Cline. Previously it was something Claude AI, but they gave it its own name. Oh, previously called Claude Dev. Yeah, now it's Cline. You don't even have to hook it up to Claude. It uses an API, LLM API. I hooked it up to Claude, but I think it supports other ones now. But it's basically an agent that sees your code. And not only that, it actually can edit it. So look at these options here. I've got it open over here. I could give it a task to perform. You can read files and directories, edit files, and I can turn these off if I don't want it to do that, and execute safe commands. So it has some commands it's allowed to do, probably like git commands, things like that. And then it can use the browser, and also it can use MCP server. So that's that new protocol that LLM, or at least Claude has, that allows you to program certain tasks that it can execute on your machine. I'm turning this off because I don't have any custom tasks. It already has this built-in read, edit, execute, use browser. So those are good enough for my current purposes. But yeah, maybe at some point I would want it to do something advanced. I would have to like script it though. So let's just give it a shot. Um, uh, right now, the game doesn't do anything. If you saw the other video, I was just working on this little animation, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle animation. So the original idea for the game was a TCP-like game, TCP, trading card game, TCG, sorry. Um, but it's going to be generated by AI. So AI images, AI stats, AI flavor text. But I might even get away from the concept of cards. And it said these creatures are just going to hatch out of an egg and you collect them and battle them. So it's going to be an auto battler, if you ever heard of those games. So you take two creatures that you hatch out of an egg and you let them battle each other. The winner gets some experience, and eventually you can use that experience to evolve. And it's going to evolve, and it's going to get a, again, AI is going to determine what it looks like after it evolves, what it looks like and how it levels up. I don't know I'm going to go too far with this game, but that's the basic concept. And I was trying to use AI Studio to help me with this animation using the keyframes here, and it really sucked at it. But let's see if this extension, Cline, can write some code for us. I know it can, it's just I got to give it a very good prompt. Um, how about uh, trigger the wiggle animation on the sprite in my main scene when clicked. It should only loop 5 times and then stop unless clicked again. All right, who knows what this will do, but I was thinking of the animation as like a powering up animation, sorta, like it's like Pikachu's getting ready to zap somebody kind of deal. So this just wrote a bunch of code. Let's read what it said it was going to do and what it actually did. So it said, and by the way, this is what it cost me using Claude API. That's this is less than 10 cents, 1 cent. I don't even know how much this is. Less than a penny for sure. I see that this scene already has a Sprite 2D node. Awesome. With the alien texture and animation player, with the wiggle animation is set up but needs the script to handle it. Click input animation control play 5 times. I'll need to create a script for the Sprite 2D node to handle input and control the animation. The script will need to track the number of loops completed, handle input events, control the animation player. So Cline created a new file called main.gd. That already existed, so I don't know what it created. Might have overridden. The script is successfully created. Now I'll proceed with updating the scene file to attach the script and make the sprite clickable. And then it said Cline is editing this file. And it said diff edit failed. This usually happens when the model uses search patterns that don't match anything in the file. That's interesting. So it ended up running multiple times. Hmm. It said it eventually completed the task. Here's what it did. It implemented the click trigger, wiggle animation with the following features. Sprite is now clickable through the input pickable property. Clicking the sprite triggers the wiggle animation. The sprite loops exactly 5 times. You can click again to trigger it again. The script prevents starting a new animation. The implementation uses Godot's built-in animation system and signal connections. So it knows about Godot. I don't know how much it knows about Godot 4, but let's see. See if it, so this is pops up because I edited the files outside of the Godot editor. So I need to make sure I click keep local changes, discard local changes. I always forget which one. Let's think about this. The following files are newer on disk. What should be taken? The ones on disk. So does it give me an option that says take the ones on disk? I guess the newer ones. Take the newer ones. Discard local changes, reload. Keep local changes and overwrite. Following files are newer on disk. I'm honestly stumped. I discarded local changes. I think that was the wrong option. No main scene. All right, we should select the scene. Okay, scene selected. Invalid assignment of property, input pickable. Okay, so I think it did some of the changes, but not all the changes because I discarded them. All right, so let's choose the other option next time. Please do that again. Let's see if it remembers the context from the previous task. All right, so I edited one file. So yeah, it's main scene and main GD. I guess that's the script. Okay, so it did create a new file. I was mistaken before. The GD is the script that it created. The TSCN is the scene that it edited. Okay, so I should get that error again. Now I'm going to say keep local changes and overwrite. Let's see if that worked this time. No, same error. Script inherits from native area 2D, so it can't be assigned to the object of node 2D. So this is the thing that makes me wonder if it's using the wrong, like Godot like 3.5 or whatever, not Godot 4. Let me copy the error. See how well it troubleshoots itself. So it says it sees the issue. The script was attached to main node, but extends area 2D. I need to move the script to the area 2D node instead. Then it got that diff edit issue again. Not sure about that. All right, that one cost me a bit more. Let's see if it actually worked though. Same error. I didn't discard the changes, did I? I guess we'll find out. So, oops. All right. Did you finish? Okay. So one thing I'm going to do is see what is actually changed here and make sure it says if not is animating start wiggle. This is it's got to be on the scene though. Okay, so this scene, let me just copy this. All right, get this reset wiggle. I don't think these scenes are meant to be read like this, but let's actually go back here, choose the keep local, and then I want to see, did this file change? If I paste this, is it different? It is different. Okay, so I must be choosing the wrong option. Interesting, it didn't say anything that time. Oh, probably because I didn't save. There we go, discard local changes. So it is discard local changes that you want. If I click it, nothing happens. Oh, there it goes. It's not in the center of this screen though. So let's try taking a screenshot. See if it even notices that it's not like in the center or that it's off screen. I'm not even going to tell it what to fix. See if it fixes it. Looking at the game window, I notice the sprite is not centered. I should update the scene to center the sprite. So it's got really good intuition because it's Claude. Claude's amazing at this stuff. And I mean, I haven't used it much. I mean, I tried something similar before, my own, and then this. But we should add up the dollar amounts here. Like, I wonder if a full day of doing this, like how much it would really cost us. We're also not doing much here. So who knows? Maybe getting deeper into scripting, it will cost more. So I clicked again. Did that stop it or just, let's see. No, okay. So clicking doesn't do anything. Great. So it did say that it won't like restart when you click. Cool. So that's our little charge up animation. Very basic, but if you guys like this, I think this tool is actually pretty great. Seems to be working. We can do another feature. It's not much of a feature, but you know what I mean. We can actually build out this game or some other game using this. Seems really pretty good. This is a Sleeper app here, Sleeper extension. This is obviously in the same vein as, what is that, $500 a month app? Devin? Was it Devin? Oh, I forget. Let me Google it. But that's kind of what it's competing with, right? Devin.ai. It's this guy, right? Devin is a collaborative AI teammate, and it's like $500 a month to get into the beta. And I've seen some people use it on YouTube, and it's not great. Though, I don't know, I haven't tried it with this particular type of task. But yeah, set up next.js. So the power of Cline, as it says in the extension, where is it? As it says it in the extension itself here, the store for it. The power here is that it actually works with the tools you already have, whereas Devin has to go in like a virtual environment, dev environment. And some of the videos I saw, that was one of the main problems. It was like so disconnected from your own, like just like committing to the repo ended up taking forever and it couldn't do it. Like it was very confused. Let's see. Let's commit to the repo. I think I created this project with a repo. So question is, how do I open that extension again? That's the one thing I haven't really learned about Visual Studio Code, kind of out of my element. It's like, how do I get to that particular? I know this is the store installation of it. I guess I can search Cline. Yeah, that's what I did last time. And I could say commit the changes. Commit message can be something like initial commit added clickable and creature. Let's see if it can commit for us. I didn't push this, so it's like a push, but did it get status? Nice, nice. What did that status say? Get add, okay, and so the modules determine the command requires explicit approval. Okay, so sometimes it'll ask you for explicit approval. Run command, go ahead. That's destructive, right? That's going to override my code. I mean, it was overriding my code locally before, but it wasn't committing it. Okay, so get is not initialized, and I thought it was. Maybe this is in the wrong location. Guess we'll find out. Client wants to execute get add, get commit. So it had to initialize the repo. I guess Godot didn't do that for me. That's fine. Cool. I'm assuming that works. Does Godot have a terminal? Debugger. Doesn't look like it. Terminal. Create new terminal. Z shell. Get status. Clean. We're on main. Get. What's the previous? How do you list your previous? Get fetch, get merge, get branch, get switch, get tag, get show. There it is. Initial commit, added clickable alien creatures. Cool. So yeah, much better than Devin already, if that's anything to go off of. Let me know if you want to see more of this.